The 2024 Philadelphia Phillies entered the season with high expectations, hoping to improve on their recent success and win their first World Series since 2008. After a strong regular season that saw them win 95 games and claim their first National League East Division title since 2011, the team fell short in October, losing in 4 games to the New York Mets in the National League Division Series, NLDS. This offseason, the Phillies face several crucial decisions as they look to regroup and prepare for another deep postseason run in 2025. 2024 Postseason Recap. The Phillies' postseason hopes were dashed by the division rival Mets, who eliminated them in the NLDS. Philadelphia won Game 2 in dramatic fashion but suffered late-game collapses in other contests. The bullpen, a concern throughout the season, played a key role in the team's downfall. In Game 1, despite an outstanding performance from ace Zack Wheeler, the Phillies couldn't hold the lead and lost after a Mets comeback. Game 4 saw another crushing blow when Francisco Lindor's grand slam sealed Philadelphia's October exit. 2024 season highlights. Despite the disappointing end, the Phillies had much to celebrate in 2024. They dominated the National League, securing the second-best record overall, thanks in large part to Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. Harper continued to be a force in his 6th season in Philadelphia, with an OPS above .875, while Schwarber set a major league record with 15 leadoff home runs. The team's rotation was another bright spot, finishing with a combined ERA of 3.81, 8th in MLB. Zack Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Christopher Sanchez, and Ranger Suarez all turned in strong performances, making the Phillies' rotation one of the most formidable in the league. Areas of concern, however, not everything went smoothly. Veteran utility player Whit Merrifield, brought in on a 1-year deal, struggled and was released mid-season after posting a .199 batting average. Nick Castellanos also had a down year compared to his 2023 performance, though he rebounded in the second half and had some clutch moments in the NLDS. Defensively, Castellanos remained a liability in right field. Offseason priorities. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, the Phillies front office must address several key issues. The bullpen, which faltered in the postseason, needs significant attention. Carlos Estevez, Jeff Hoffman, and Matt Strahm are all heading to free agency, leaving the team with vacancies in the late innings. Jose Alvarado and Orion Kerkering are options for closing, but the Phillies may seek to add an experienced closer or bolster their depth with multiple relievers. Offensively, many of the Phillies' core players are locked in for 2025, including Harper, Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryson Stott, Alec Boehm, and JT Realmuto. The outfield, however, presents some questions. Nick Castellanos is set to return, but the team will need to decide whether to continue platooning Brandon Marsh and Austin Hayes in left field or make a bigger move. Johan Rojas is another piece in the mix, but his offensive struggles may limit his role going forward. The starting rotation is in a strong position, with Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, and Suarez all under contract. Taijuan Walker, despite his inconsistency, will likely compete for the 5th spot due to his contract, while Tyler Phillips and top prospects Andrew Painter and Mick Abel could also vie for a rotation role. Prospects in the future. Philadelphia's farm system is not considered one of the league's strongest, but it has some promising arms. Painter, a top prospect, is nearing the end of his rehab from Tommy John surgery and could debut early in 2025. Abel, another highly regarded pitcher, has shown swing and miss ability but must improve his command before earning a regular spot in the rotation. 2025 outlook. With a roster full of talent and experience, the Phillies remain in a win-now mode. President of Baseball Operations Dave Dombrowski and GM Sam Fuld have the pieces in place for another run, but the team's window of contention may be narrowing as its key players age. The Braves, who endured a difficult season, are expected to bounce back and challenge the Phillies for the division crown, making it essential for Philadelphia to fortify its bullpen and address any lingering weaknesses. Fantasy impact. Fantasy players will want to keep an eye on the Phillies' stars heading into 2025 drafts. Harper and Turner will likely be drafted early, followed by Wheeler and Nola as top-tier pitchers. Schwarber, Castellanos, and Realmuto are all mid-round targets, while Bryson Stott and Ranger Suarez could be value picks. If the Phillies settle on a closer before the season, that player will be a hot commodity in fantasy leagues. In summary, while the Phillies' 2024 season ended in disappointment, their talent-rich roster gives them a strong foundation for another run at the World Series in 2025. However, They must address bullpen weaknesses and make strategic offseason moves to stay competitive in a challenging NL East.